Hey, heck am I? We, there we go. Oh, fitting should just hold on. Okay. Okay. All right. On to the streaming, where I have no idea what to talk about. None. Yeah. Use everything and know this one. This. This. There we go. This is. Okay. That's done. Maybe I should change this background to something. Oh no. Now done. How's your day been? Sure. I wonder if I can have. it's a bit low. No, I have no idea how. Should be okay. No. Okay. I have. Lately, I've been somewhat of light now. Not the common one, but they're pretty. They're pretty decent. I guess I need to talk louder. Really? Yeah. Hold on, honey. Is this? Yeah, this is a lot better. I can probably just mumble around and you guys can still hear, right? Oh, the chat is a bit, hold on. Hello, righteous stuff. Into the stream. This. I adjust this so it could be bigger, but yeah. I think I just. Oh, wrong one. Go to like this. Go like this. Go transition for the stuff. Oh. There we go. Oh, everything is just fine. I'm just adjusting, tweaking some of the streams since I have no idea what to talk about. Like, this chat is not loading up. There we go. Now it's loading up. Now then, I have no idea what to talk about. Oh yeah. Hope the day has been fine for you. But as I was trying to say, I did say that I was reading some light novels lately. So far so good. Light novels. Except majority of them aren't really the ones I want to read. Most of them is just like small time ones, which are pretty good. Mostly because it's from the Kindle Unlimited, which only like gives you like a, not trying to be rude, but just mostly just gives you like the big ol' American-ish niche like books. Some of them I never even like, most of them I haven't even heard before, but apparently they only pride themselves on when it comes to that is mostly the Harry Potter series. Look, you can read all these Harry Potter series for free if you have Kindle Unlimited. But seriously, there's like, it's only limited. But I'm pretty sure there's some good books out there, but I have no idea why. But I'm really obsessed over just reading light novels compared to like other books now. Before then, I was really okay with like reading like other books. Like there's a good series called The Enemy. I finished reading the whole entire series. I was okay with that type of book, but now and then I'm just like, I have no idea why, but I just want anything. I'm just like anything that's like, how do I explain it? Like almost anything that's like almost westernish. I would just be like, it's decent. Like just so far I can't really. Well, how do I explain it? Not sure, but yeah, kind of weird how it's been for me when it comes to light novels and stuff. ooh, yeah. But the books I've been reading late, or the one I've been pretty much hooked on, is called, what's it called again? The Magical Princess Chaos, or something like that. As weird as the title sounds, it's actually pretty good. Even though the main character is apparently into Yuri, she ain't straight, but I'm fine with that. Story's good, so what is there to complain? But the weird thing about that whole entire book is that it gets strangely detailed when it comes to those scenes. So there's like legitimately almost a whole entire chapter just focused on that, so I'm just like, oh, I see. And apparently the main character is, the author is actually made it based off, the Lovecraftian, monster called the Cosmic, well, they mostly focus on the cosmic horror of it, which the idea of cosmic horror is actually really interesting. I never had the chance to somewhat experience it according to some people when they talk about the cosmic horror, but apparently cosmic horror is just basically the feeling of insignificance. Stare up into the sky and just think about how small you are. That's what they say, that what the cosmic horror is. Never did have like much of a chance to just like go outside and just stare at the stars and just experience that sensation. But apparently the funny thing about Lovecraftian stuff is that it's better to tell than rather show when it comes to it. Like, it's kind of funny how there's some concepts of like stories where you can only show but you can't really tell, and there's some other concepts where you can only tell but you can't show. Mostly because I saw a video about it, and apparently the person who was talking about it, like, the whole entire concept of the video was saying that, why can't Lovecraftian stuff be shown like it's like really popular in films? The guy just went on explaining, saying that the feeling of horror of Lovecraftian isn't much of like what is it, it's more of what you don't know, how big it is. It's almost like a black hole. Sure, you know what it's like. It's like, oh, it sucks up everything. It's like terrible and all, but you just can't perceive the concept of like how big it can be and how much of a void it is. That's pretty much what they were trying to explain. But yeah, I had never even read a Lovecraftian book before, but I'm really interested in it since I don't know why, but the concept of horror just intrigues me. Mostly probably because of the psychology that comes with it, that plays around with the human mind. Since it's just in capture and just like envelops people into be like almost into be like in a trance like something. But horror itself is pretty nice. Though the only thing I can't stand about horror is just jump scares. Like seriously. Like bro. Like, do you seriously think that like going around scaring people would be like jump scares? Nah, just focus on the mystery concept of the horror. That's why horror is such thing. There's also a reason why kids get scared of the dark instead of the night, well, instead of the day. Reason why being is that, oh, excuse me. The reason being why is because the concept of like what you don't know makes people really scared. Hold on, there's a tiny green layer on my outline. Oops. Yeah. Oh, ghost. Oh. Okay, should be. Oh, I'm a bit faded. Hold on, let me just set this to the default value. What is the default value? I'm still a bit faded, hold on. no, there's someone behind you. Is there? Just kidding. But yeah, why the concept of horror is kind of intriguing, since the horror aspect not really of what you can like there's a difference between like a person dressed up as a ghost just a blank sheet and just two circles. Like you can see the difference between that ghost and a ghost that's of a person that you never heard before. Like there's a difference between those two ghosts. You can actually, I guess you can probably like kind of feel when it comes to it. Like it's because like the more you think about it, the more like I think understanding of horror, I guess, since the majority of it just comes from the unknown aspect. Speaking of which unknown aspects, did you know there's actually a haunted house that's only based on like nothing? It's just pure darkness. Apparently you just go inside the quote haunted house, which is just pure darkness, and you just have to wander around. There's no jump scare, there's no person in it, it's just a dark room. You just have to move around, which they consider one of the scariest haunted house. But yeah, that's pretty much one of the reasons why I start thinking about how horror is, since it's just mostly the unknown. Like seriously, there's actually, like, if you think about it, there's actually a difference between like a monster you can actually see and a monster you can't see. Like you can actually feel like the fear of it when it comes to it. It's almost like the Bird Box. Oh yeah, speaking of the Bird Box, apparently it's based off a Lovecraftian monster, which, well, I think it's based on Lovecraft, since the concept of it is mostly based off you staring and like not staring. When you see the monster, you go more insane when it. So it's almost like when you see it, it's, well, you can't comprehend the fact of the monster itself. Henceforth, why do people go mad and start jumping off and just doing crazy stuff? Apparently, I haven't watched it, but I've seen like almost like a kill count of it. But yeah, that's one of the reasons. But apparently, the director did a really good job on hiding the monster, making it more into the viewer's like imagination. Henceforth, why the show and tell actually does work when it comes to that type of Lovecraftian stuff. Maybe I should really find a book about it. Oh yeah, apparently, like, do you know what's Lovecraft Cat's name? Apparently it's pretty funny. Is everything literally based on Lovecraft? Maybe. Well, not really. The reason why Lovecraft became so popular as a horror is because it dwelled on the concept of our own horror itself. That's why it's a really good horror. It's more of the imagination of what you can believe in, which is going to be more enticing than someone else's imagination that they're scared of, but you're not scared of. So that's why Lovecraftian is so popular itself. Oh yeah, speaking of, before I even got into this entire topic, but yeah, the main character is a cosmic horror. I really like, I would actually recommend that book to people. But if you're not okay with like girl-on-girl action, then it's okay. To be honest, I'm actually perfectly fine with it. I don't know why, but yeah, surprisingly, I'm actually pretty okay with those type of stuff. When it comes to guys too, I'm okay with it. Now let's just say a bit of backstory about me. I kind of explored there a little bit, later to find out I'm not interested in whatsoever. And I do have somewhat of a trauma when it comes to it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't want to dwell on that. Anyways, the whole entire story is actually pretty nice. Oh yeah, there was well, it's later on to the book, like 3 books afterwards, after the first book. There's a whole entire like JoJo reference in there. I was really surprised to see that in there. But apparently the book is based on well, it's not really a web novel, but the person started off as a web novel and it hit it off, and so they decided to sell the book on Amazon, so that's how I found it out. And it was also on the Kindle Unlimited. But yeah, apparently like the author of it is really appreciative of the person who drew the cover for them, since if the cover isn't really good, it won't really attract the right audience. But yeah, it actually did attract the right audience, especially me, since the art was really nice. Oh no, you're not gonna get any more lore about my history exploring the other relationships. Ugh. Seriously, I have too many trouble. Just no. Thankfully, it's more online than real life physical. If it's physical, I would have a worse PTSD over it. Like seriously, oof. Can't imagine it whatsoever. Oof. Anyways, like seriously, do you have any idea how weird it is for you to actually just realize that you're not interested in the other type, like into the same kind of gender you are, and let's just say there was actually that guy who actually asked me out, like it's quite a long while ago. I wonder how he's doing. He's a nice dude, but just no when it comes to it. Just no. But yeah, what was I about to say again? Oh yeah, the book. Oh yeah, right now, apparently when I checked on it, apparently it's on hiatus, which is pretty upset. It's really nice, but can't blame the author, they're taking a rest. Is there anything else to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? Oh yeah, there's also two other books of it, two other books, well, series I read before I got to that. Apparently it's another book called Restart Again. Reading it too. Pretty decent, but well, concept itself is not as unique. Like, it's pretty cliche when it comes to some of the stuff, but it's not bad. Unique, like, ideas, I have to say, but overall it's not, oh my god, like, it's not really new. The other one I read was pretty cliche beginning, like startup is pretty cliche, but how they did the character was actually pretty nice, which I'm not complaining, but it's decent as a isekai, well, as a light novel as well too. Oh yeah, the reason why I was so interested in the light novels in the first brought the Kindle was because of Orphrio. I would have bought the whole entire paperback series myself, but it costs like $15 each. And there's 11 books of it, so if you actually do the math, it's going to cost around $150, which I own about 6 physical copies of it. And I plan to buy the 7th physical copy, since for some goddamn reason the 7th book of Orphrio isn't in the isn't available as a Kindle format, so I actually have to buy it. And then buy the rest of the whole entire series as Kindle, so I can save half, they say 50% off when I buy even more of it. Apparently it's going to end around the 12th book, I think, which is going to come by really fast. Yep, $150 if you want to buy 10 books of light novel, I believe. But yeah, it's pretty expensive since, hold on, let me check one of the books. Okay, you just grab the 4th book. Let's see. I really like reading on paper though. I'm kind of slowly getting used to the Kindle format, but paperback. 372. So each time when you buy it, you're basically buying 372 pages of paper. And hold on, let me check. Yep, $15 each. Each time you're buying it, you're getting about 400 paper, and it really gets the story. Hello, is it Tel? Is it yeah, I'm not good with names. Is that Tel? Speaking of which, back then, there was actually a dude who had a complex name. I forgot what his name is already. But, and there was I did talk to him time to time, but, let's just say I didn't get his name correct for a whole entire 2 weeks straight when I talked to him. Or was it a week? I forgot. But yeah, I couldn't even get his name correct whatsoever. And I couldn't even remember it whatsoever. Just call you Z. Okay, Z. Yo, Z. Speaking of Z, there's actually a manga where I read. The main character's named Z too. Oh yeah, I know what the book is called. It's called Kiss X Death. Bit of lewd in there, but it's pretty decent. Unique concept. If you're pretty interested in it, the whole entire, well, a good chunk of a summary is just basically a alien who was transporting its prisoners. The aliens can control people, by the way. Well, controls the species they can host. But apparently, he was transporting 6, I don't know, some prisoners to Earth to imprison them forever. But apparently they broke free, and next thing you know, yada yada yada, broke free, control over the area-ish. And then the main character, whose name Z, has to get them back to their prison and go back home. Basically the whole entire concept, except that the twist that comes with it is the person, well, the Z, well, the prisoners are actually, they host over girls, so henceforth well, let's just say you have to, we'll just read more if you're curious about it. I just realized how many books I've read throughout my whole entire life. Seriously, there's actually quite a lot, but I forgot what's the whole entire thing that sparked my interest in books. I do remember when I was little, funny enough, when I was little, I was really passionate about school for the wrong reason. A lot of people think like when a little kid is passionate about school, they would think, oh, he must love learning. But no, I just really like go to school because I could just read a book that they have there, I think. I think that was the reason, I forgot why. Can't remember it well. But yeah. Think about back then, I didn't have any friends either. I was mostly I was mostly like, if you legitimately just go to an anime, you will probably see me as one of those like background characters reading a library book and be like, which book should I read for today? Funny enough, I actually got an award for reading so many books for some reason. A lot of people's like, oh my god, he read so many books, he must be really smart. No, I just really like reading stories. Nothing wrong with that, right? Like, I have no idea why, but people always like take my reading skills to the next level when it comes. Oh, he read so many books. Oh, he must be really smart. Oh, he could read really fast. Oh. Like, bruh, seriously? Like, it's kind of funny. Like, I think the only reason why a lot of people misconceive like people reading books equals they're learning about new stuff is because like how many books there is teaching something. But the only thing that you can probably learn from like those stories is mostly life concepts, themes. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the most thing you can get out of when it comes to it. But what was the original topic? Don't know. Oh yeah, tomorrow Apex, new Fight Night event is gonna come out. That's why I'm streaming Apex for tomorrow. Does reading a lot of manga count as books? Oh yeah, it's no books. Basically, well, books are just basically words, well, papers slapped on with words that's trying to tell a story, concept, or idea, basically. Mostly ideas, which stories can't get through when it comes to it. But, need to fix stuff. Lately, I haven't even cut. Well, let's just say sometimes my bangs gets in front of my face and it feels really uncomfortable. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was talking about books. Manga books though. Funny enough, I think I actually read more light novels than well. Oh god, I can't really. Have I read more? No, it can't be. No, can't. No. Yeah, manga has to be out, since light novel costs so much. Oof. Probably read more mangas than light novel. But when it comes to like books overall, I read more books than manga. There was apparently when I was like back then in school, there was like some weird like points system when it comes to reading books. So now I don't know why, but like the teachers can like basically like you get tested on the summary of the whole entire book. Oh, what happened here and here? And there's like a multiple choice, so you have to pick the correct answer on what happened during the book. And so, what's about this? Oh yeah, one of the books I chose. Apparently, someone, I don't know who, but I don't know why, but someone just like managed to jack up the points that book's supposed to have. Like, for example, like a normal book that I would read around that size, which is around like 200 to 300 page, would be like 10 points, 15 points. And of course, and next thing it was pretty mediocre, like even around like the grammar level, English level was pretty standard. No complicated words like exquisite, like unfathomable, or even like, I don't even know, or like freaking like, there was a whole entire class that like taught us like a complex word, but I just forgot all of them because barely anyone uses it. Even if someone uses it, you can just use context clues. Pretty good at now, I believe. Well, at least that's what I like to think, since I read so many books. When it comes to NX, you know, anyways, the whole entire book itself was pretty mediocre at best. Well, not really mediocre. Story concept was pretty good. Apparently it became a movie. Never watched it. Pretty sure it'll probably be bad anyways in the first place. But how do I say it? Oh yeah, apparently it has 25 or 23 points for each series, which it has it's a three book series. Apparently each one of them is like 20 points each for some godforsaken reason. Like seriously, there's a whole entire book that's around like 600 pages long, or probably 800 pages long. Read all of it. That whole entire book was around like 15 points. Like seriously, a 800 book long book, like a 800 page long book, it's less worth than a 300 page book. How does that work? Like seriously, like both of the grammar and English, even the idea of it, like even the 800 book was more complex than that other 20 point book. Mostly because of the other book, the 800 page long book I was talking about is called The Fury. Pretty decent read if you have the time, really want to kill time. Basic summary of it is that the world went to, the world for like some group of kids. Apparently the people around them start going mad and start trying to kill them, and so they're trying to survive out of that. But apparently it's just only them. Everyone else is perfectly fine. But the only reason why the whole entire book got complicated and complex was mostly because of the perspectives. Your class starts tomorrow-ish, or you might not be able to join. Who needs class? Imagine being part of society. Nah, good luck with your class tomorrow. But I seriously don't like classes. Like seriously, the class-based system is, ugh. Hey, if you do this hard enough, you can actually get good grades, which doesn't even contribute to society, contribute to real life whatsoever. Well, it doesn't really contribute on earning money. You work hard, well, you're not going to earn much money compared to like another person who are more creative than you, probably going to earn more money. And like, there's a pretty, but yeah, good education does sometimes come with it. But what if the 250 page book has extremely small font? Don't you even get started with small font books. Like seriously, those are pain in the butt to read. But the majority of the time they're actually pretty nice. I have no idea why, but so far the books I read has like somewhat of a small font are like really informative. I believe the one that has a small font is called it was a whole entire like small book about like dangerous mammals. well, mostly dangerous like animals. I think it was like what they kill or what if they kill something. But it basically features like a bunch of like a monkey, a snake, shark, tiger. Well, it's a mountain lion, but it basically, and also a bear. But it mostly features around like a good sort, like, well, not really a horror story. It actually does happen, but it's more of a story about the encounters with that animal. Some of them are actually really unique, which are pretty nice. I reread that book about like 3 times already. It's been a while, but it's reading with a book with small font is like, it's a pain in the butt. Not the best, but decent. I don't know why, but I actually do prefer more condensed text than anything else. Most likely because of like the experience I have with reading books lately. Mostly because they're mostly condensed. But let me check the book again. Okay. Oh no, it's not that condensed. It's like somewhat of a condensed one. I really like physical copy. But for me, I don't really care anymore. Well, not really. I actually do care, but I do prefer the concept of the book holding onto my hand, which feels really nice. You hear it? But yeah, I pretty much say that all the time, but the Orphrio series, when it comes to the anime, they cut off so many parts. So many. Too many. I freaking watched like the first 2 episodes and I already saw like how many, hold on, let me think about it for a second. Probably like they cut off like a good solid like 50 page of a whole entire like, well, total, a good 50 page total of like what the light novel said. And some of the like, yeah, they cut off like a chunk, because the only difference between like the anime and the light novel is that the anime itself focused more on the overall story, and it kind of cuts some tiny areas to like it cuts a bit of the main idea, I guess. Ooh, hold on. Oh no, it didn't cut off the main idea. It cut off like the small details that brings it to someone like what they like. Is that I guess what I'm trying to say. Almost like there's a difference between like you presenting a cake that you made compared to a cake that you brought to someone. Like almost like that kind of difference, I think, is that what it has between it. The one that you made it yourself and presented to someone is the cake, is the light novel. The one that you brought and presented to someone, anime. And that's what I'm trying to play between those two. And like the story overall is not bad, but it's like it missed so many of the hidden concept in the world of it. Like if you actually do watch the first episode, it like barely talks about animal itself, and it cuts off a little bit of it. But for the first episode, it didn't really focus. Like they legitimately just cut off a whole entire chunk where they were in a classroom beforehand before they got isekai to the new world. That's a classroom, but it cut off the whole entire that part out. Before it didn't show in the first 2 episodes. It probably showed onto the later, but I didn't watch it anymore. And it also didn't really focus on the world aspect of the things that you have, because if you actually have a good world like structure and a good story, like and you also have a good story with it as well, it's going to become a good book for anyone to enjoy. Since like it's almost like you're trying to say there's a difference between building a bridge out of like a hollow metal compared to like, well, hold on, that's not a good comparison. Hold on, let me think about it. What's a good comparison? It's almost like a triangle, like a right triangle. The vertical one is the story. I'm just gonna go into geometry for a second. It's like the right triangle ABC. A and B is going to be like the story and the characters. Those are A and B. The C is the world itself. If A and B is good, and C is not as good, the story is pretty decent. But if like B and C is good, but A is really bad, it will be quite a good story compared to A and B being good. But if everything is good, then it's excellent. But yeah, that's why I was pretty upset over it, since it missed like those fine-tuned details. Another good example would probably almost be like, how to explain it? I had the idea in my mind for a second. Like, there's almost like a difference between a non-sand wood compared to a sand wood. What is this? It's mostly me talking, mostly just me talking / ranting over like books and word concepts and all. Yeah, I'm doing. Mostly I just play. Well, not really play. Do chatting streams for the beginning of the month. I am going to play Apex for tomorrow, so I can see what's the whole entire fight night thing going to go on for Apex. Kinda curious on what's going to happen with that thingy. And also maybe just rank up. Yeah, I probably won't even be able to rank up if I actually want to participate in the fight night event. Also because it's only stuck place in Olympus. I'm really curious on how it will go out. Like, mostly I just see is like fighting. Oh yeah, apparently I think there's gonna be a tiny like additional bit of lore / Easter egg when it comes. Well, not really Easter egg, but like a tiny lore thingy that comes to Apex that's going to appear in what is it? Oh yeah, there was a Marvin inside of the Olympus map. If you go up to there with Pathfinder, it's going to go like talk to you, I guess. But yeah, I don't. Majority of the time, I do play games though. Speaking of games, I just realized I haven't really played much game for today. I just woke up and just relaxed, watched some videos, and that's it. No games so far. Speaking of games, I actually did kind of somewhat finish the Cyberpunk series by myself. I decided not to just like keep on streaming it non-stop constantly, since you guys are probably bored of it. But the story of the Cyberpunk series was actually pretty nice. Not bad, but Apex has lore? Yes, it does. Everything has lore. Well, Apex, well, it's not really much of a lore, but it's more of like character interaction, which the series, the Apex Legends, does perfectly fine. Like, surprisingly, it's almost like what they do with like hand movements, like something small as that. They even like even put it on there as something. It's like there's actually a difference between Octane running and Caustic running. If you actually look at the hand movement, you can actually see a difference. I should just load up Apex right now just to show it. Technically, I haven't been playing as much this year. Gosh, I've been playing as much as I've been playing last year. It's the same year. It ain't 2021. Just kidding. Yeah, technically I haven't, but oh yeah, sorry about canceling the stream for Saturday. My whole entire schedule sometimes crumbles around when it comes to like surprise customers. Seriously, you have no idea how much I hate it. Especially when it comes to holidays, there's so many. Like, I remember, well, not last year, but last year. Christmas. I had a tiny break since, you know, that's how school. Do you even say school anymore if it's college? College, school, high school, middle school, whatever, so school is anyways. Oh, education. But yeah, Like seriously, dude, people like, is college still considered as a school, or is it college? Well, college is a school, but do you call it college or school, or is it last year, well, last year, like legit, I was spending like a whole entire week straight working, which I wasn't really supposed to due to a employee taking the time off for vacation. So I was just sitting around for the whole entire day and just working. And especially when it comes to Christmas time, oh boy, there's a whole entire customer that's like, well, let's just say like some people just go overboard when it comes to it. But yeah, anyways, enough of that. What was I about to say again? Dude, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I was talking about games, wasn't I? What was I saying before? Dude, forgot. Yeah, seriously, just forgot. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, you're right about it. It's just being a place that you go to learn something. Oh yeah, speaking of learning, apparently there's a whole entire spa focused around a gaming. It's basically called a gaming spa for some reason. Well, apparently it itself is like it's a spa made for gaming. So it's like, it's not like it doesn't make you a better player, but it does apparently improve your posture, which totally worth it. Like compared to like a hunchback, you actually get like sit up more straight compared to what they were before. I'll definitely actually pay for that. Actually fix your posture. Sounds like a nice deal though. Around $150 to like fix your posture. Not bad in the long run, to be honest. Schedule crumbling. To be honest, throughout my whole entire life, I barely have any schedule. It just mostly consists of like, oh, like if there's a big event, I'm like, oh, there's going to be this big event happening soon. But everything else, just whatever. Like seriously, I have a really bad habit on doing doing homework at the very last second. Oh yeah, there was one time where I didn't stream for a whole entire week. That time I was, let's just say during that time I was basically filling up the whole entire, I haven't done there was a whole entire class I haven't done for like 2 months. Or is it 1.5 months? Probably 2 months. I don't know. But during that whole entire week I was just cramming it, so within like a 2-month schedule, like I finished making a 2-month like homework/work thing finished within a week. That was basically what I was doing. And I actually finished it, which was really surprising. But yeah, to be honest, online school, it's just, it's not really nice. Now you know you're not the only one. Of course you're not, there's always procrastinators. It's a bad habit, but whatever. What was I about to say? I forgot. Oh yeah, what's going on about... Oh yeah, I was talking about me not having a good schedule. Yeah, if by anything, if people are actually okay, if you guys are actually okay with no schedules, I will legitimately just like have no schedule whatsoever and just play games where I feel like, which I think is a bad habit to have, since it's kind of like unexpected most of the time. So yeah, that's why I'm keeping up a schedule. Well, it's mostly just games that I just think about sitting around like, what should I play today? Oh, I have this game. Sounds pretty nice to play. So why the heck do I have an English accent? It sounds nice to play this game, so I'm gonna play this game. Or like, oh, Apex is gonna update within this day. Or oh, Mustache already updated. Let's play it again. Basically, is what I think about when I make the schedule. And also, it also consists of, oh, it's a new month. I probably need to do a chatting stream soon. So yeah. Funny enough, the December chatting it somehow just lined up with me. It starts perfectly at the first, which is the first time. Speaking of which, I haven't even done a karaoke stream since like, how long ago? Probably like doing that soon, but still probably need to improve on my singing. Oh yeah. There's actually some games I would really like to play on stream if I didn't already played it before. There's a lot of games I would actually like to play on stream, but I already played it, so I'm not really sure it would be as good compared to it. Oh yeah, there was a what is it called again? World of Horror? Let me check out the game. I actually brought it quite a while ago, about last year? 2 years? I don't know anymore. My concept of time has been... what the heck? Ooh boy, I found some loot game on sale for 79 cents. Ooh boy. No. Paydays on $1. Ooh, I really want to buy that now. Oh, where's that game? Shoot, I'm getting off track. Hold on. What's it called again? Where's the game? World of Horror. It's a... how do I explain this? Oh, it's almost finished. Okay, maybe I should play this soon. But I actually really got bored of this game because most of the story is just repeat. I think the whole entire concept of it has to do with like cult and stuff. But it's the horror aspect that comes from it is that it's probably Lovecraftian. It's probably what I'm mostly based on, like a mix of Lovecraftian combined with like somewhat of a Japanese horror, since most of the things that goes on is like cosmic horrors mostly. That's why, like, it's mostly like just horrors that you can't really like imagine. Anyways, everything's fixed. Okay, but yeah, that's one of the games maybe I should actually finish playing it. The reason why I brought that horror game is because it doesn't really do much of a jump scare, which I'm perfectly fine of. Like seriously, you can like throw in like anything creepy concept to my face and I'll most likely be fine with it. The only time I won't be fine is jump scares. As I said a bunch of times before. Still don't know why a lot of people like to just abuse the concept of the jump scares. Like, I would definitely love to play every single... well, I probably already said it before, but I like to play horror games if it doesn't exist. Oops. I actually hit my monitor. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Wait, what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, I was talking about games, right? I already played before. Oh yeah, there's also one more game I want to talk about that I've talked about so many times already, which is AI Sell Me a File. I think it was on sale, but it's a really good game. I would recommend it any day, anytime. But, yeah, the reason why I like it so much was also because of the story. And I even, like, before, like, I didn't even read, like, any, like, oh, is this game good or not? I just know the game would be good, mostly because it's made by the Danganronpa creators. I just know instantly it will probably be nice. Like, I brought it, no, it's not last year. Well, last year was 2020, so 2019, Black Friday. And that's the time where I brought it, so... it was actually on the Black Friday, and apparently at the area that we were shopping at, I was looking for the game. They didn't have the normal version of the game, they only have the deluxe version, which costs the same amount as the original game, which would be $60. But apparently the deluxe, well, the bigger like version of it that includes like a acrylic stand, a art book, DVD, etc., like, you know, those stuff. I brought that version of it, which was actually pretty, like, which I'm not really complaining about it anymore. It was actually really good, worth it. And right now I can still see I actually have the acrylic stand right close to me. I'm looking at it right now. Not bad. No, I kind of wish it was another waifu instead. But yeah. I actually got 100% on the whole entire game itself. Let let's just say one of the achievements was one of the hardest one, which I was really struggling with. Oh, versus Despair. Oh yeah, that was actually basically the concept of Danganronpa V3. Well, if you haven't played it, you should actually play it. I would actually like to play 1 and 2, but I don't know why, but nothing's like really pushing me to play it since I actually I already watched most of the story from it, so it's not really. It's really sad that some games are actually so story driven that once you actually know the story, you can't replay it anymore. Like the ones I really like the most is somewhat like the nice ones is somewhat of a story driven slash like gameplay aspect. Like there's actually one game I actually played. It was mostly driven by the story, which was really nice. Some plot twists I haven't really it's not really as expected, but it's also expected as well. It's almost like trying to say like some of the plot twists not really surprising. It's almost like compared to a person stabbing you from the back and someone stabbing you in the front. Well, both of the person being an unknown person, so it's basically one of the other you can see more than the other one, so I'm trying to say. And the game I'm talking about, let's just say it's a bit of a tipsy game on when you actually want to play it on YouTube and even on Twitch or anything, unless there's some really well, let's just say it's highly rated 18 and up. Not bad, to be honest. Not bad. Waifu's in there. Ooh, nice. I should probably not talk about this, but yeah, the story itself was really nice. Not really well. Any other things I want to talk about? Oh yeah, speaking of story, this week I'm also going to play Code Vein. Funny enough, for Code Vein, I actually did play it before, since I actually brought it and like I actually pre-ordered it, but I never had the passion of like finishing the game. I have no idea why, but it was just like I just realized like anything that comes with like a Dark Soul like feel to the game, I'm just like not as into it anymore. Mostly because it's like so hard to play, I guess, or is there's like nothing like driving it. Not sure. I don't even know why. The purchase I got in that game was like, I think I got like a 1/4 done. Probably like 1/4. Yeah. Maybe I should just like roam around a bit more and farm a bit more when it comes to it. Yeah, that's probably why. Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah. Wait, what else is there for I have for this week? Oh yeah, mustache. Speaking of mustache, I haven't even improved on my skills yet. I'll be rusty. Probably need to start improving on it. Speaking of improving on the keyboard skills, I have no idea why, but I'm quite good with the WASD now. I think I already said this before, but I'm gonna say it again because why not? There's actually like my first game that has WASD was actually Left 4 Dead, but during that time when I did play Left 4 Dead, I actually didn't know anything about the WASD. I only know about the key, like the arrow keys as a movement. And so when I actually did start up, I was so confused on what the heck, like how the heck do you move? I'm like, I'm pressing the arrow key, so I don't want to move. And so I decided to just press random buttons until I actually figured out WASD actually worked. And then everything else was self-taught throughout the whole entire thing. And I was pretty little, so let's just say reading wasn't really my forte yet. Or that I didn't really pay attention to like tiny instructions like, oh, well never mind, I actually started off like on the end. Yeah, there was no tutorial whatsoever for me at the very beginning. Well, I didn't even start at the beginning. I started off like, what's the fourth map in No Mercy? Like the hospital area? I started off there, so there was no tutorial. It was actually, and then after that I kind of got hooked onto Left 4 Dead. What's the games I play after that? Because when I was little, the only games I was hooked on the most was mostly it was mostly Roblox. Yes, no. Funny enough, I actually still kind of play it like time to time just to like get like like the nostalgic feeling here and there, but nowadays just filled with like tiny kids, so it's just like but yeah, Flash game taught you the way of WASD. Speaking of Flash game, rip Flash games. Flash games were actually really nice. I don't really remember much of playing Flash games though. Yeah, I don't really remember much about it. Like, I did play it time to time, but it wasn't like my #1 thing. Mostly because of, like, probably because the areas I actually do reach around that has Flash games, like, mostly just shady stuff, which just, ugh. And I learned now to not actually read every single thing that you're gonna download, from the file name to what the file is, etc, etc. It's actually a really good thing if you can actually read like if you can remember the size, like the size of the file and the format of the file. That will save you so many of like viruses. But funny enough, I actually learned that a .zip and a 7z, which is like from the WinRAR. Well, no, it's not zip. Oh, zip also works, but also apparently those type of files, they can't really contain viruses since they're zipped up. Unless you open a .exe. Until you open a .exe, you won't get really much of a virus, I believe. Since majority of the time on the downloading viruses, you have to hit ES yourself in order to download the virus itself. That's what I believe, that's most of it. And if you actually do read like those tiny installation thingies, if you can, there's some tiny check marks here and there that says, oh yes, I would like to download this. So if you actually read that too, you can actually avoid some of them too. So you won't download some unnecessary extensions. Which I learned my lessons. I can't believe how many things I downloaded, like really useless. You have no idea how many times I restarted my computer, just like factory reset my computer just to remove all of those. Funny enough, I'm actually really okay with like resetting all of this stuff now. The only thing I'm not okay with is resetting game files. But restarting computer is not much of a big deal for me anymore due to that whole entire experience I had with it. So if there's a problem in my computer, time to just reset my whole entire computer. And mostly I just do is just like shove some of the stuff into the cloud, and so I can just easily just get some of the stuff back. But it's a good thing that majority of the games are actually cloud saves, which it's good and bad at the same time. Don't really worry as much to it, but now I do have some files that I actually need to take care of. Can't just randomly toss them around. Sadly. Oh yeah, when are they gonna make a new SAO game? Alright, let me check. Because the last one I played was actually Fatal Bullet, which I really like. What the heck? There's a Sword Art Online like VR version? I was stop. Going against Kirito with these petty fans. No. I actually really want another game that's almost like Fatal Bullet, but apparently Allyization, a lot of people's like, it's decent, but it's not the best. Mostly because of like, they're like, oh, the gameplay is just the same as the story. If you really watch the anime, it's not really as good. Like the graphic wise, it doesn't look bad, to be honest. Not bad. Pretty good. Kind of looks like Monster Hunter, but a little more anime. You can head pat. Oh. Oh, I see. You can lay on. Oh. So you can hold their hand, poke their cheek, hug, move your face closer, pat their head, and slide up to them. Oh, I see. Oh, they even have like the famous like lying against the bed. I see. Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh, what are you doing on bed? No, stop. Well, it's SAO. Everything will have a lying on bed scene. Wait, they have it. Oh, time to buy all the freaking DLCs on Fatal Bullet now. They even have her on the bed scene. Oh, them. Man, Fatal Bullet was actually... It took a long time for me. Mostly because it has to do with freaking grinding. Funny enough, in order to get the true ending, the way I grinded for it was so stupid. It was one of the stupidest grind I ever had to like probably do ever. It's mostly it mostly consisted of me running around in the boss area, killing, well not really me killing them, but the boss, letting the boss kill my allies, just so I can revive them and gain their trust even more. That's really like psychopathic of the concept itself is kind of psychopathic or sociopathic, whatever. Almost the same thing, but how you get it is different. But it's just like the concept of like imagining like going to a dangerous dungeon, making someone almost die just to quote save them. Like you purposely led them to that area just to save them, and so they can fall in love even more deeper. Kind of reminds me of like those like freaking what is it, like some of those like love story, I guess. Like funny enough, there's actually like some like love stories like that. Speaking of love stories, funny enough, I really like to enjoy love stories, and like I'm okay with them. Like it's really interesting from time to time. But if you have that in front of my face, I won't really be as okay as anymore. Like it's almost like you see, like there's a different, like it's almost like there's a difference between like someone telling you like, almost like someone who's in a relationship telling you like, oh, like them saying, oh, me and this girl actually kissed and during this date, and you're like, oh, I see, good for you. But you actually do see them in front of your face, you would just be like, bro, seriously, stop. Like it's almost like that, I guess. Which is kind of weird and funny. Now, the more I think about it, the more weird it is, I guess. I can't really like. It itself is actually pretty weird. Yeah, just. Anyways. Yeah, I'm seriously actually. Wait, I'm actually thinking. I actually really hope that hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't really release another SAO game due to like there's no new story. And for what they did for Fatal Bullet is that they just douse it with DLC. Apparently the DLCs are not bad, but it's just like it costs money, so that's why I didn't really buy them. I'll gladly play them, to be honest. And never mind, I'll probably just play it by my during. I'll play it. Well, I'm pretty sure I won't really stream it due to, but let's just say when I bought Fatal Bullet, the character creation I did was kind of questionable, really questionable, especially when it comes to the partner thingy. Really questionable. Ooh, questionable. Yeah. Seriously, I went back on the game and I was like, wait a second, why the heck did I make her like this? Like, whoa, hold up, wait. And my character was really edgy. Oh yeah, and then now I just remember why my character is so edgy. The reason why he was so edgy is because of one of the costumes that you can get from it that's really rare. Yeah, that one costume made me really edgy. I don't like that. It's anyways. Wait, shoot, there was a... Oh, never mind, never mind. Yeah. What was I gonna say again? Let's just talk about... Let me just drink more of my coffee. Speaking of which, I have no idea what to cook for tonight. I don't even have... There's barely anything we have at, like... Ugh. I need to think about some... Maybe noodle? Don't know. I guess the time will come when I go downstairs and just open up every single like fridge and just open up the fridge and just be like, oh, what do we have here today? Yeah, that's basically what I do for the whole entire when I have to cook something. Just see whatever I have and just toss whatever is there. If it's decent and it sounds decent together, I'll probably just do it. Oh yeah, lately my gotcha luck hasn't been any better. Arknight was still killing me. Right now I'm actually grinding on the Arknight Annihilation thingy. I actually timed it. Apparently the Annihilation focus a giant wave of enemies coming after you with like 400. Well, it comes after you for 400 enemies, and it has an auto deploy system. So I'm just using the auto deploy system right now, so I don't have to even touch it. But apparently, each stage like lasts for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Like seriously, 15 minutes. Like seriously, game, why can't you just let us skip it? Like 15 minutes. Like what? I can legitimately play like 5, like in order to complete the whole entire Annihilation, like attainment of material or the whole entire thing, I can legitimately just play like 5 League of Legends games in a row and still probably be fine and still have to grind even more when it comes to it. Farming FGO materials. Oh yeah, speaking of FGO, there is a shoot, there was an anniversary of FGO. It was like some time before, right? It's been a while, but apparently there was a rhythm game for FGO that was separate download. It's for Mosh. It's all dancing on the night, like stage 4 or something like that. And apparently it was a limited time download. And funny enough, I actually downloaded it, but I never played it. I actually do I still have the game on my phone right now, but apparently it was a limited download. Well, only like 250,000 people can only download it, I think. What was it even more? I forgot. Oh yeah, I actually do have the game, surprisingly. I thought it would be like, oh, we can't download this anymore. I don't even know. It was like a limited time. I really want to play the game. Sounds pretty fun. Especially with Mosh. Oh yeah, there was a FGO did announce a what is it? I don't know what it is, but it's like apparently like some kind of like what is it? It only showed Mosh like on like floating in the air, jumping up in the air or something like that, and then it just says 2021. So a lot of people are speculating that it's like a like somewhat of a light, like almost, no, it's not like a, I really hope they actually make it into like a Fate Extelia game instead of like the original Fate games, which is just a which I believe it's a basic light novel, not light novel, visual novel. But I won't really mind playing it whenever. Would I mind playing it if it's a visual novel? I didn't really read much of the story. Funny enough, I actually do like the President Girl. When I actually played it for the first time. He's sad though. Real sad. But yeah. Favorite girl so far? Well, favorite girl in the Fate series has to be, for me, has to go with Orphrio. Mostly because of the Fate Extelia. Fate Extelia Extra was really nice too. I already finished playing the whole entire day. Finished the main story. Also got this, well, somewhat of a secret ending. Also got the, well, I got the third ending. Almost, well, not really almost, finished everything on hard mode. Very hard mode, I decided to start playing since I got bored. Finished every single side quest. Got to like almost the top 100 in the multiplayer. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Multiplayer in the Fate Extelia were just kinda rage-inducing. Mostly because you die too quickly most of the time I played. But yeah, the game itself was actually pretty nice. Anything else? When was that time? Anything else that's worth mentioning? I can't really think about any other game announcements. Oh yeah, another game that, oops, I might have set my arm. But another game announcement that was actually pretty interesting was the World and the Syndrome. Apparently it has a sequel coming out. I would definitely like to play once it comes out. I believe it's going to come out this spring or this summer. Most likely this spring. And speaking of getting... I'll have to get through freaking February. I have no idea how I even do Valentine's Day so much. Too much. Ugh. Ugh. Don't like it. I don't like it. Like, the reason I don't like it is not because of the couples, it's, well, it is from the couple. Ugh. Let's just say it gets really busy. But what was I supposed to say? Oh yeah, game announcement. Oh yeah, there's going to be another Horizon Zero Dawn game gonna come out. Speaking of Horizon Zero Dawn, I still need to finish that DLC. Finish the main game, but I never finished that DLC. Horizon Zero Dawn is actually pretty fun. I don't know why, but some people didn't like the female protagonist. I legitimately don't care about like who the protagonist is. If the game is good, story's good, who cares? Heck, it could be some like weird alien thingy, but you can I'll still be fine. Like I said, then I'll still be fine. Yeah, speaking of games, apparently Cyberpunk has been getting some real backlash. And most of the employees, I think, are leaving now since the... And so the updates of it hasn't really been much. Funny enough, it's... When I actually played it, it's kind of... Well, the more I play it, the more I think some of the gameplays are really stupid. It's like, it's really weird that like seriously, most of the time that the games you play, when they actually have a difficulty level, it's just basically like just the numbers. Basically just numbers. Like the only thing that does pretty good job on when it comes to like stats or difficulty level is one, Dark Souls, and well, according to a person, it's Dark Souls. You know, it only has one set difficulty, which is just, I don't give it F difficulty. And also Doom and Doom. And even though it's just mostly numbers, you don't really feel like a number difference. Since one shot for you and the enemy is still one shot, it's just damage they deal to you. Which is actually makes the game a lot more fun, I believe. I actually did play the... What is it? I played majority of the game in the second most hardest difficulty. Then later, after more to the end game-ish, I tuned it down one more difficulty. The reason why I played it the second most difficulty is because a lot of people say it's really fun. Do we really have to compare everything to Doom? Yes. Yes, everything. We have to compare everything to Doom. No. But if I actually have to say one thing about Doom is that it actually did pretty much help me quite a lot when it comes to FPS. Since it's a good FPS like game. Especially because you have so many retries and how the enemies like shoot at you. Let's just say that I really like it kind of made me... I did carry some skills from that to Apex, which is mostly dodging. Oh, not... Okay, Dark Souls. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you have to compare everything to Dark Souls. Yeah. Okay. But the only things you can probably compare Dark Souls to is like the games that copy its like format, like a third-person hard game that only set with one difficulty. And that's pretty much the only thing you can compare Dark Souls to when it comes to it, since there's not really any other games that come close to it. I mean, I guess you can also compare it to like Bloodborne or Devil May Cry. Excuse me. But yeah, that's the only reason I guess people compare Dark Souls to, since the style itself is so unique. Hold on for a second, I'm just rolling in Hard Knights right now. Nope. Still no W, no more, still no 6 stars. Sad, but anyways. But yeah, the game itself was actually like apparently a really big hit. And so henceforth that why there's so many games that tries to like imitate it as best as they could. I don't know, like the only reason why it's so good is because how satisfying it is once you like finish it, apparently. That's what people say is like, oh my god, this is a Dark Souls farm soon. Yeah, people usually exaggerate Dark Souls a bit too much. But I can't really blame them, since it's almost like can't really blame a person from comparing it to another game if it looks kind of close to it. And also, wait, oh, but it's also like, I think like majority of the time, well, it's almost like what the people do now with like Among Us when it comes to like werewolf games. Like, it kind of gets annoying sometimes. It's almost like the game of Town of Salem. You play Town of Salem, and instead of people saying like, oh, this game is like Town of Salem, no, they now say like, oh, this game is like Among Us, even though it became before Among Us. But that's the only thing people can get it to now. But you can't, well, the only thing that you can only say about like why people compare it to Dark Souls is probably because it comes before anything else. But that's probably why a lot of people compare it to, which I can get it. But it just kind of gets annoying that like you compare it to a game that came after it. But Town of Salem, ugh, I have too many, I played too many hours on it. I checked it last time, apparently I had like 323 hours in the game. Bit too much, but yeah. Let's just say that my toxicity mostly comes from that, and me receiving toxicity comes from that too. Mostly because so many people just insult you when it comes to stuff. Why do you suck so much as a jailer? Basically what happens most of the time. I really hate Jailer Row in Town of Salem. Surprisingly, the only good role in Town of Salem I'm really good at is Doctor, which is really surprising. Like, yes, I'm already half dead. You would think I would be better at Retributionist, but nope. I was really good at Doctor, mostly because I have no idea, but I have like a stroke of luck. I seriously saved like 3 townspeople in 3 days in a row. Really surprisingly, 3 days in a row, saved 3 people. Or is it 3 people like saved total overall? But yeah, it was really weird. And funny enough, the role wasn't really as important. Me being toxic? I thought I didn't show it plenty enough. I mean, right, like, I think my level of toxicity is like diluted, well, not really diluted, like obscure compared to other people now. It's mostly because of it's mostly because of how I actually I was about to shoot. I forgot what I was about to say. Shoot. Shoot. I forgot. Oh yeah, and the reason, mostly because of like how many toxicity you get if you actually play those type of games. So I'm actually pretty fine with. Oh. Let's just say there's a difference between me like lightly insulting someone compared to me actually insulting someone. Because majority of the time it's just like a decent insult to someone. It's not really like a insult to what they are. It's more of what they do. Like that's the type of insult that's pretty like, it's okay, but it just depends on the context of it, I guess. If you just like critique them on saying like, oh, you're not good at this, sure, it's a bit bad on how you're trying to make them improve, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm not good with people. I'm definitely not good with people. Yeah, I'm really bad with people. Maybe because I eat their brains, but anyways, speaking of enough of that. Yeah, I'm not really good with it. Speaking of peeps, isn't it time for like the year of peeps? Like the mushroom thingies? I never had a peep before. Apparently it's just like full of mushrooms according to Uma, who ate it before. Just peeps are just like fluffy marshmallows that were like weird tastes. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with me saying that she ate a peep before, right? Just a marshmallow, and it's just a candy, right? Wait, bring up what? What? Did I say something? Oh, huh? I'm not really good with keeping up stuff. Not really good. I have no idea, huh? I'm confused now, huh? Bring up what? Huh? 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 Let me just put some coffee in. Yeah, isn't it spring the time like where you like get peeps? Because I remember like going around when it comes to shopping, like when spring / Easter time, that's when peeps starts to pop up in the shopping aisle and the candy aisle. Never had one. You don't know anymore. Neither do I. Wait, what kind of... Wait, the Epic Game Store has like free games coming out each week. And that's what some of my game has been popping up to be, since I'm starting to run out of like games I haven't played before. Yeah. There's actually some games I haven't finished on the Xbox 360, but as I'm pretty sure I said it before, I never finished. Well, I never finished it, but I just can't stream the Xbox 360 onto the... Well, I just don't even know how to stream it, since I have to buy a capture card, which is really expensive. One game I was... Okay, can't find it. Oh. But there's actually some... I have like a giant like batch of games on there, but, like, which I would really like to play. But it's just that I just can't. I just can't stream it. That's basically it. Like, I even have Castle Crashers on there, which I really wanted to play, but... Well, you can still play it on, like, on the PC for, like, a pretty cheap price when it comes to sale. But... money. You like to build more PS4 games, but aside from Apex, you don't use it that much. How could you? Ugh, how could you do that? Ugh, you don't even talk to me anymore. Yeah, no, sorry. But, good recommendations. That's a PS exclusive game. Well, AI Saw Me a File is also on the Steam, so you can also play it on there too. But that's one good game if you enjoy a good mystery, horror, murder. Well, not really horror, but like a good like murder story. Danganronpa series is also good on there too. Good story. Hold on, is there any other good? Yes, Horizon Zero Dawn is also pretty good too, which is also PS4 exclusive. Any other one? You can also play Phoenix Wright, a good story game. Another Ace Combat is also pretty decent if you really enjoy flying around jets. It's probably better if you play like a demo first and see if you like the gameplay. Excuse me. Story itself is actually really nice. Any other games? Nier, that's a definitely must. I will actually probably recommend on playing on the controller for Nier than on a keyboard. It's a really good game. I replayed it 2 times. Finished it 2 times since I sacrificed my save file. Any other game I can think about on the PS4? You kind of spoiled yourself with the Danganronpa series. Could you? Oh, could you? Even if you spoil like the game itself, I guess it just depends on how interested you are with the gameplay itself. I would still recommend it since like the game itself, well, I experienced like this feeling it's like personally, so I probably like, you probably won't really get it as much, but apparently like experiencing something is a lot more different from actually seeing something. That's why I'll probably just recommend playing it nonetheless. It's because like the reason, I probably already said this before, but the reason why I pretty much know it personally because of Train to Busan. I actually saw like a kind of like people talking, like a person talking about the movie itself, talking about like the concept of it / like theme, I guess. And when they're talking about it, they spoiled the whole entire thing for me, so I just like went like, whatever. And so, and next thing you know, I was really bored one day, and so I decided to just like watch the movie since it's up to my mind. And the ending, which I already knew what was going to happen, like, and next thing you know, when I actually did see the ending, it just hit me for a whole new level. And legit, I didn't even think I would cry, but I actually legitimately did. I was like, why won't these tears stop falling? But yeah, it's I don't know why, but it's just like, just watching it just made it hit. Oh yeah, I also played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I never managed to, well, I finished the main story, but I never finished the rest of the story, which kind of got boring for me since I went and made it like stealth. I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot more fun if I play more like aggressive, I guess. Is that how I explain? Like more of a warrior style, I mean. Oh yeah, the game GTFO. I really want to play it with a group of people one day. Why I never brought the game in the first place. Nor do I think I even have people to play with. Man. Is there any other games I can think about? Oh yeah, the Persona series. I'll definitely recommend that too. If you have to pick between the regular Persona game and a Persona 5R, I would recommend Persona 5R since it's a bit more balanced and also combined with like a entire like new story. But the sad part is about that is that you can't really play you can't really see the old story unless you chose a certain path, which I doubt. Well, never mind. Well, never mind. It just depends. But it's actually a pretty good game, Persona 5R. But for me personally, I don't really think it's really worth it as much, since it's majority just basically just basically Persona 5 just slapped on with a tiny bit of extra content, and that's basically pretty much it. But otherwise, it's, if you're actually playing for the first time, it's a good like chunk of cash to give up to in order to play the game. Run and gun gameplay. Ooh, run and gun gameplay. I really love run and gun gameplay. Especially, I think I started to love run and gun mostly due to Metal Gear Solid Revenants. Is that how you call it? That's pretty much the only game I can remember really well as a slash and run, and that's that I played for the first time. Newer is also pretty much a run and dash too. I swear. Okay. Reading the book I was saying at the very beginning called like The Magical Princess of Chaos, that book put a bit like too many influence on me when it comes to main protagonist. Because in the Steam shop I found a game that has like it says female protagonist. I'm like, oh okay, female protagonist, that's okay. Until I saw the LGBTQ+, I'm like, oh okay, so I already know what this visual novel is going to head to now. I'm like, oh, I see where it's heading. But I have no idea why, but I'm mostly just strangely like, I really want to try out this game for some reason. It's just, taking too much of an influence on me. Like, stop. Persona 5, but with 2 more hours for $60. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And also a good music. I'm not even sure if I can play it, but I really love the end music when it comes to fighting one of the bosses. It's not funny, like raiding the palace. Yeah. One of the songs in there is really nice. Perfection. Let's just say it's like a giant combination of all the songs in Persona 5 combined into one song. That's basically it. And seriously, Persona 5 R, the extra additional content, really good. Would recommend it. Total, if you actually have to think about like the total hour Persona 5 has to offer, it's mostly around like 100 hours. Easily 100 hours. If you actually let the voice actor finish talking, that is. You can play it, but you have to interrupt it every single second. Oh yeah, I can. Wait, if I play my BGM music, can it actually like just counteract it with it? I don't know. Let me just look up the song so you guys can listen for yourself. Can't play it on stream unless I want to be struck down by the almighty YouTube kun. Hold on. Boss. Also, I really like the Velvet Room song, like the Velvet Room battle song. It's actually really nice too. Nice. That's the song they have for the trailer that I actually saw. I didn't even watch any trailer. Oh yeah, there's one of the secret boss. Was actually really hard. I legitimately like stood around and well, not really stood around, but I was trying to go against a boss for like a solid 3 hours straight. I'm trying to find a way around it. if you actually do manage to encounter that boss, and you're struggling with it, I will gladly give you advice with it. Like seriously, there was no like seriously the Coco guides I saw, and like as I looked it up, I actually pre-ordered it and played it almost. Well, I played it within like the week of the release, so a week or two of the release. So there wasn't really much about the secret boss yet. Since it's been out for a while, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been talking about the secret boss, but I was so early that there was none of it whatsoever, aside from like a person saying, oh, if you spam this skill, you can actually beat this boss really easily. No, you can't. Seriously, that person like somehow just like managed to like reverse their whole entire like stats left and right, non-stop, constantly. Death? No, I wasn't talking about that. I wasn't talking about death. Let's just say it has to deal with a character that is kind of expected to be a final boss, but yet not expected at the same time, especially in the Persona series. But I was like seriously, I was struggling so much with her, since you have to like learn what she does each time. Well, I really kind of spoiled it saying that it's her, but moving on. You have to utilize about every single thing inside of your like Persona thingy. Which, funny enough, I actually had everything maxed out. Like seriously, I pretty much had like the best out of the best like Personas in my like inventory, and I was like level 99, best out of the best like attacks and stuff, but mostly due to my experience with Persona and how to like manage stuff. Original Persona 5 game, I actually racked up like around 120 hours. Persona 2 racked up around like 200 hours, I think. So I have like around like 300. Well, I forgot how much I even got for like Persona 5R. Probably like 150. So I'm pretty sure I have like at least like a solid 200 hours in Persona 5 games. Oh yeah, if you want advice, I'll gladly give them to you. As an experience, just kidding. I won't take it next. Don't take it for chance. But seriously, the Persona 5R story final boss, he was too easy. Too easy. Especially with the skill I have. Oh, never mind. There's actually two secret bosses. A he and a her. But the he was pretty easy, but her, she was the hardest. Like seriously, he was really easy to like play against. Too easy. Persona 5 is the 6th game in the SMT Persona series. Oh yeah, is it? Wait, Persona 4G, what do you consider as a different game? And also for the Persona 3 PlayStation Vita version, do you also consider it as a different game? Well, I'm not sure. How's this? Oh yeah, the second one has like a weird thingamajig happening with it, no? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Persona 2 has like some weird thing went on with story-wise, henceforth. It's probably the 6th game. Oh yeah, there's two Persona 2, yeah. I just remember about it. I really want to play a Persona, like a remastered Persona 3. Like, if there's like, as soon as like they say they're gonna, if they're gonna remake Persona 3, I would love to play it. Like seriously, I won't be scared to stream it like 24/7. Because apparently, well, I pretty much know the gist of Persona 3, but I don't know much of it aside from like the character wise. Like I know the ending and all, but apparently they say like playing the ending of Persona 3 is really nice. Henceforth, why I really want to try it. You know, speaking of, I'm getting a bit too off track. Hold on, let me just okay. Okay. Yeah, the song I was talking about that's really good in the Persona 5R game, the Royal, is called I Believe. Also, if you actually listen to the song, don't look in the comments, by the way. Don't you dare look in the comments. Yeah. Burn my bread. But, Persona 5R, I believe. Really nice. Listening to it right now, by the way. Good song. Prison Labor is also pretty nice too. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh yeah, I really want to play Persona Q2. Speaking of Q, I haven't even finished a Q game yet. Oh yeah, Persona 5S is gonna come out soon. Definitely would like to play that. But then I have to steal a... well, I have to grab a Switch. And I have to somehow find a way to even stream it, or I could just play on my own time. Man, seriously, capture cards, why are they so expensive? Let me just look at capture card. $60. Ugh. 20 bucks, huh? What does a capture card do? Oh yeah, I just found a capture card that's like... okay, there's some that's like 40 bucks. But there's also one that says like 20 bucks. How does that work? Does that actually work? I'm actually curious, does these 20 buck like capture card work? If it does, I definitely want it. Like, I want it. Me, you want this. Oh yeah, speaking of which, oh, never mind, I referred to... oh, it's on sale, no wonder. It's right now, the 7th book is for 12 bucks right now. And the Kindle version of the book is $7 compared to the $13.49 version of the paperback version. So yeah, you can see how much money you save if you actually do buy like the Kindle version compared to the the physical version. There we go. What is this? Failure frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. Epic fail. Abruptly captured into a fantasy world. Mimori, Toka, and his classmates have been summoned by the world's resident goddess to serve as heroes. Luckily, most of the students display amazing skills upon arrival, except Mimori, whose abilities bottom out of a measly E rank. With no further use for him, the goddess banished Mimori to a dungeon from which no one has ever returned alive. Yet, as it turned out, Mimori's skills aren't so much worthless as they are abnormally powerful, even. If Mimori can only claw his way back to the surface, nothing will stand in his way from revenge. Sounds good, but it sounds exactly the same as Orphrio. Yep, the person in the comment said exactly. A less violent Orphrio. This story borrows heavily from the Orphrio model of the weakest being betrayed and through sheer determination become the strongest, where Orphrio had a brutal struggle for the hero with physical and emotional scars. Our hero kind of just goes through the emotion and doesn't have to consume the beast that he hunts. Not a bad story, but it doesn't really try to resolve deep into the horrors of being betrayed and condemned. Hopefully the next volume will add dimension to the cast. Yeah, I figured as much. No wonder it's like #1 bestseller. To be honest, when it actually comes to stories, I'm not trying to be like sadistic or rude or cruel any way whatsoever, but I actually do prefer the hero being like someone like, don't take this out of context, but like like the main character being like betrayed, abused, etc., etc. It's mostly because like, not because I enjoyed them actually doing it, it's because of the hurdle and the journey brings a more like humanistic trait, I'm trying to say, into it. That's probably why I enjoy it more than anything else, and why those type of stories are really fascinating. It's mostly because of the reason why a lot of people prefer like isekais that doesn't really have like a automatic strong, almost like effort. You don't. It's just like, it makes it more like, it makes you more realize that like, oh, they didn't just get this power out of nowhere. Ugh. I have no idea why I'm just looking through light novels right now. Wait, how the heck did I get here in the first place? How did I even get... Okay, I'm just... what was I saying before? Man, that's actually pretty nice. It's actually pretty interesting book. Oh. 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 Pretty interesting book. Okay, so I need to stop. Anyways, what was I saying? Before all this Persona and the light novel thing? I don't know. Wait, actually, how? Which one are you saying how? Because I was a bit like too like busy with looking at the light novels. So, well, I'm not really sure about the timing of the stream, so that's why some of the conversation is a bit like chopped up and iffy. Oh yeah, the only reason why I said it like that is because I just saw like a trailer for Dead by Daylight, the recent one that apparently has like a weird baby like monster thingy. And I just saw like a video, like a short video of it, and apparently just reached down in front of your face suddenly. I do not like that. I should probably buy Titanfall 2. Not because of the story, but because of the multiplayer. Love the Titanfall 1 multiplayer. It was really fun. To be honest, it was kind of funny when I actually did play the Titanfall 1 game. I never realized that I was actually really close to the max level until I got to it. I think the max level was like level 50. I actually got to level 50 before I even knew it. I was like, level up, level up, level up. I'm like, huh, okay, whatever, I don't care. Until I'm like, wait a second, I'm not leveling up anymore. Wait, I'm already max level? How? I was too engrossed playing the gameplay so much that I didn't even care about the levels anymore. Like seriously, every single like the weapons I even have on my character wasn't even like best out of the best. It wasn't even like the last level weapon. It's just like some like mediocre weapon like in level like 10 or 20. I barely focus, yeah, on the. There's barely, yeah. Majority of the time when you play Titanfall, it's not really much PvP, well, not player on player, it's mostly like, Titan, like player versus Titan, I guess. That's how majority of them are like. One of the battery fell on my desk. It's kind of funny that, like, when I was thinking about light novel stories. It's actually kind of funny that I actually tried making one myself, but I kind of gave up halfway. Hold on, do I still have it? I can actually speak a little. I can. Hold on, let me find it. Is it? Oops, wrong one. Found it. The whole entire concept of the story was about wait, how long ago was it? It was last year, 2019. Well, February 2019. Oh, that was long. That's quite a while ago. But the main concept I had for the story was a unpopular character getting somewhat bullied into their way to, well, not really bullied, but like, you know, like the feeling of, it's like, let me tell it. What was I thinking about? Oh yes, okay. So there was an unpopular kid who was pretty like loner, nothing special, etc. Classic. And next you know, but there's a popular girl in the class, in the whole entire school, who quote asked out the dude, mostly due to the fact that she was kind of coerced to asking out as a joke. But then he actually accepted it, so it just turned out to be a giant like ordeal about like what the heck is going on here, and basically huge. I was thinking about making it like as a huge drama, which with interesting concept along with like trying to add in a pinch of like realisticness into it. I was thinking about adding a like, oh, as normal, popular dude harassing the unpopular dude. Orphrio read you a light novel before going to bed. ASMR. You seriously want that? Anyways, let me just. Oh, there's actually some grammar like fixes here and there. I won't say the character's name. Whoa, I actually got pretty far on it. Oh. Wait, why did I highlight this? I'm not reading this right now, by the way. I'm just fixing the grammar that I just pointed out. Let me just read you the first few, like, just finish what I have. Alright, let me just drink. Hold on, let me just clear my throat really loudly for a second as I have to mute it. There we go. There were kids playing on the playground. They're running around. No, that's the wrong tone. Dang it. There were kids laughing on the playground. They're running around chasing each other, except one. A little boy waited for them all, isolated. He was reading a book, annoyed by his classmates screaming their lungs with joy. He was getting to a good part in his book, till he noticed a shadow cast over him. He looked up and saw a girl reach her hand out to him. "You should play with us," she said to the lone boy. It was like witchery. It has cast a spell on the boy as the boy reached out and grabbed her hand, and she pulled him forward. Beep, 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 the alarm clock yelled in ignorance. The boy, now a high schooler, was already awoken. He stared at the ceiling and pondered. What was the dream he dreamt? He thought about this for a while until the alarm clock irritated him, wanting it to be in silence. As he turned off the alarm, he realized it was time to get ready for school. With the uttermost defiance, he got ready for school. After he had finished getting dressed and clean, he went downstairs to make breakfast himself. The boy himself isn't a morning person at all. He wanted to go back to bed, even though it had just been within 10 minutes. He made himself a sandwich for breakfast, and another one for lunch. This should be enough, the boy thought to himself. He quickly ate his breakfast and headed off to school. I'm just gonna... the main character's name's not really specific, especially the last name. The last name's just like whatever. However, I was thinking about the first name to be Rangi, but it sounds really weird, so I'm not really sure what to name him. So, Rangi, like, somewhat mysterious last name. Since I didn't know what to pick with the last name, it was pretty, like, iffy. A teacher yelled at the classroom. "Here," the boy replied. After a short interaction with the teacher, Rangi went back to reading. The first day of school. The school Rangi is a private school, a top private school. Ugh, cliche. He hated staying at the private school, but he despised the public ones even more. The lunatics they held, the drug fanatics, the lustful and the popular kids. Though it isn't much better where he's at, but it is different. It is a difference they can't go because what the heck is this? But it's a difference they can't go because lunatics and go to jail. Huh? What the heck was I thinking when I made this part? Let me just change it. Yeah, it's best to just delete this part. Just extra that part. Okay. Though it isn't much better where he's at. The bell chimes as student takes their leave. What the heck is wrong? I don't know. First name. Some class has ended. He's going to take his next class. Why the heck did I put calculus, whatever, some math class. As he walked the hallway listening to music, taking a sweet time going there. Rangi enjoys being alone for some reason. It's like a haven for him. No people talking loudly, nobody yelling at you, and there's no one to complain about you, just silent. Even his parents were a little baffled by Rangi's antisocial complex. No, they did try to help him by going to therapy session. Rangi really hated it, so why the heck did I put a comma there? So they gave up. Wait, what do you mean? What does it mean by why continue to do so? What the heck was I thinking? Anyways. Yep. We're going to do a worksheet today about yesterday's topic. Oh wait, what the heck? Yesterday is the first day of school. How the heck does that happen? What? What the heck was I thinking? A male teacher said as the student groaned in utter defiance. Rangi quickly finished the worksheet. The teacher... it's the first day of school. How the heck does it happen? Bro. Huh? Maybe I should remove the part that's the first day of school first. How the heck is the first day of school, bro? The beginning of it. Oh wait. The short interaction. The first day. The how should I word this? Starting the mundane day? I don't know. School days? So change it to after the short interaction and with the teacher, Rangi went back to reading, starting the mundane school day. Starting the mundane school day. Somewhat kind of rhymes. Has a tiny twist to it, I guess. Rangi quickly finished the worksheet the teacher gave him. He had not given a second thought on what he put down. He just wanted it to be over so he could get back to reading, not read, or reading his book. He was at a good part in his book. Maybe I should remove good part. It's a bit too climax. Oh no, putting the word climax sounds even more lewd. It sounds lewd. Anyways, Rangi took out his book immediately after he finished work. You could turn it in once you're done, the teacher said. In a annoyed tone. Makes the teacher seem more like a jerk. He gave the paper to the teacher, then ignored whatever he said soon afterwards. Going back to the book. The reason why Rangi enjoys reading so much is simply can just be, the word is can just be removed. So much simply because of, the reason why Rangi enjoys reading so much simply because of, simply because of the world the people live in. It seems so fun, though there are the dangers to be considered. He wanted to be the world that isn't boring. He likes the people in the book. He also wanted to be, next thing you know, it stops right there. Yeah, it's middle of the dot. He also wanted to be, next, stops. The second bell chimes, then the third, fourth, lunch, fifth, sixth, seventh. What the heck is this? Huh? Well, it is highlighted, so it's a bit iffy. And seriously, I have no idea how the heck these like chunks work. Maybe because I was a bit like too many. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Probably needs to change to be something more concise so the readers can understand it more better. The day had gone by quite quickly for Hangi, simply because of how many times he read his book during, well, because of how immersed he was reading his book. Reading his book during class. Rangi walked home as soon as school ended. No need to stay afterwards. He has no club nor is in any after-school activities. He's not even in any sports. All the better to give him more time to play games? Ugh, should I make him a bookworm or really just make him like a weeb or a nerd or whatsoever? Because that's one of the main aspects I want to give to the main character, is like somewhat of a person uninterested in this world and more interested into the world that fiction is in. All the better to get him to play games. As soon as Rangi got home, he headed towards his computer to start playing games. Losing? Huh? Putting away his uniform, yeah. Taking off his uniform. Wait, I don't want to make it sound like he's naked. Switching his uniform with a more comfortable wear. He tossed his uniform onto his bed. He sat down on his chair and booted up his computer inside. As much as Rangi is happy that he lives in isolation is quite heavenly, it's also hellish, as humans were made to be social. He quickly discarded the fact and started his daily grinding. And that's it. The majority of this whole entire chunk is just... Man, after reading this, I actually want to finish it now. Not really finish it. I at least want to get to the main twist of the story when it comes to it. Well, there's some weird, like, questionable thoughts when it came to this. I think I was like somewhat asleep, and also like somewhat like the passion was there, the concept was there, the interaction was like the concept, yeah, as I said, the concept was there, but the execution wasn't, so I need to work on that. Oh god, it works the second day. Yeah. The whole entire it was really weird when I actually read that. It's like, first day of school. Oh wait, there's already a worksheet. How does that work? Worksheet from yesterday. Yesterday? No, it's the first day of school. Why would it be a yesterday on the first day of school? But yeah, some grammar needs to be fixed. I believe I can fix some of them if I reread it. The whole entire first page of it, as I read it, is kind of iffy. Since, yeah, there's too many he it's kind of hard. No, the only he that was only him himself, so I'll probably change that up. Oh, was the beginning good? I actually worked on the beginning for at least like a week or so. We were reading it constantly. The other half was like whatever. Funny enough, I forgot I forgot how I even this like story. It's pretty nice. Hopefully no one will steal it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot more difference. That's the main concept of it. I will even put that as a summary. But the rest of it actually comes with a different twist. I actually plan on to make this book a bit more realistic and more fiction. So, no, hold on. If I make it more realistic, will people still like it in the first place? Because sometimes some people read books and just not to really real, so... I haven't had a whole entire tiny, like, chart of it, like, planned out. I forgot where the paper went to probably just toss it away. After reading some other books, I can actually think about a decent concept of it. But yeah, it helped. It was pretty decent. But yeah, that's the story of the book I was in there. Alright, there was another book I was writing, but hold on, where is it? Is this the wrong one? What is it? This it? Yep, this is it. Yeah, there's not even much in the beginning. But it's pretty recent. Nah. I have the whole entire concept of it going over here, going down. Yeah, I have the main idea, POV, other, etc., character, genre. Yeah, I have it. Maybe I should work on the other one instead of working on this one, since that story we released for a special reason. But yeah. Oh, special things for special occasions. You got special occasion, New Year's. Never saw New Year's as a big old thing, but some other people do. Hopefully this year will be better than last year's. Seriously, I was actually having pretty much fun with like some of the classes I have. Well, not really fun, but like pretty decent, I guess. But then I was actually really hoping that this year, like last year, I was actually looking forward to like a after school activity during the summer, but the whole entire thing was cancelled. You know, kind of upset over it. But then, funny enough, this whole entire vtuber thing wouldn't happen if the virus didn't even start up. So yeah, there's always positive and negatives. I really want to think about the stories, but now's not the time. Now's not the time. It's never the time. Dude, I'm still thinking about it. But what was I saying before I start the whole entire light novel thinking? I was talking about something about it, right? Rock spins around sun. People celebrate. I think I get the concept, but it's probably not the right one. But it was what's that? But the whole entire shoot, I forgot the reason why I made this story in the first place. Oh yeah, I remember why now. Yeah, it was a stupid little interaction that happened with me. Can I say it or not? Man, it was really stupid. Too stupid. Oh, I feel bad for the person. Funny enough, majority of the time when I actually interact with people, I don't really feel I don't like I don't feel bad. Well, not how to explain it. Majority of the time I feel bad for them for interacting with me. Like I don't like, it's just a weird thing that happens to me. That's kind of funny how many people I interact with on... There's a game called... I interacted with people I talk... I don't talk to them anymore since I passed on and on. And that time was actually pretty fun. Ugh. Man, memories, oh. Some is nice, some is just, oh. Wait, Speak of elsewhere, how the heck is the game even? There's actually a person I know that actually, I think she still plays it. I don't know. Oh, they already have a new character. Oh. Of course. Of course they have crap. Not really crap, but it's basically like not expected. What the heck? The heck? Echo heck and the company? Oh. Let me see if I can still get into my old account. As soon as I see it, I will start like, if you see me die or don't even speak anymore, let's just say that's what PTSD just, well, it's not really, I won't really consider it as a PTSD, but it's just like cringe just flows back into you. Wait, did I actually get in? I got in. Wait, whose email do I even... Oh, shoot, it's a... Okay, it's a while since I used this. Please don't tell me I made some freaking obscure, like weird password. Better not. Let's try. Oh. First try. I guess some of these stuff are over here. Ah, found it. And submit. Woohoo! I got in. Oh my god. Deep breaths. Okay. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Yeah, I logged back into my old account that I somehow did it, like, seriously, you have no idea how impressed I was that I got in, like, first try 2 times. Download game. I seriously just want to get back onto it just for the start, or not really, seriously, I'm gonna get PTSD. Wait, do I even have enough do I even have memories? Oh no, I don't. I'm running out. Dude, I need to start deleting stuff. Delete. Let's just say some of my most unpleasant memory comes from this. It's not bad, but it's just enough. Let's see how many gigs I'll save. Oh shoot, I'm gonna save like around like 10 gigs. Ooh, not bad. Ooh, not bad. Narrator's voice. Turns out everything is not fine. Yeah, it's not. Ugh. Maybe one day I'll talk about the experience I had with it, but oh boy, now's not the time. Like seriously, it's been like, how long has it been? Freaking 4 years? 5 years? No, it's probably like 3 years. Like ever since like the thing happened, and I'm still not okay with it. Ugh. I spent so much money on this freaking game. I would have to get back into it in order to get back into it just to kind of. This whole entire game itself was the reason why I don't want to spend money on free-to-play games anymore. Let's just say the amount was quite a lot. A bit too much. A tad bit too much. Like a bit too much zeros in it. And that's why I'm a free-to-play. I'm mostly F2 free-to-play now. Ugh. Still can't believe I saw the profile picture as soon as I got back in. Whew. Just staring at these updates, just like no. But otherwise, the game itself is actually pretty nice, except for the grindy parts. There was legitimately one time I grind up to like a level within like 3 hours. Pain pickle. Yes. Pain pickle with the extra doses of pain. Oh boy. Wonder how it is now. Okay, anyways, what I was saying beforehand, before I started going this PTSD train. What was I saying? I was talking about light novels beforehand. By the way. Any more other games I was thinking about that's gonna come out this year? But I really want to check out the games for this year. A game 2021. Oh yeah, Hitman 3 is gonna come out too. I want to try that. Hitman 3. I haven't even played Hitman 2, so. Let's see. Oh, Shin Megami Tensei 5. Is it a re-release? Or is it a new one? Wait, oh, it is a new one. I actually want to try it out. The reason why I thought it was a re-release is because I saw one of the characters from Shin Megami Tensei 3. The weird, like, blue highlight dude. I saw him in there, and I thought it was like a remake. Character doesn't look bad, but he looks a bit girlish, or it is a girl. But it looks like they're wearing a guy uniform. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was reading my quote novel. I like that whole chunk there. Yeah, it was from Shin Megami Tensei 3. The whole the novel I was reading was just pretty much it was just pretty much a introduction, basically. I wonder if there's a list found yet. Oh no, it's just English game. Wait, what? There's a remake of Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Oh, I want it. I played the whole entire game. Well, I didn't really play a whole entire game. I only got to like almost I got to the last boss. But I couldn't finish the last boss. And so I just left it there. Little Nightmares 2 is gonna come out. Persona 5 Striker is gonna come out February 23. Definitely gonna buy that. Oh, it's on the PlayStation 4, right? I can buy it, right? Yeah, it's on PlayStation 4. Everybody was so engrossed in the Switch version. Wait, what? What version? Huh? What are you so surprised about? Let's see. I see. Wait, there's another Monster Hunter game that's gonna come out. Near Replicant version 1.22474487139 is gonna come out April 23rd. Gonna buy that game too. Deathloop is gonna come out May 21st. Gonna buy that game too. It's made by the same person from Dishonored, Back 4 Blood. Apparently they're gonna release in June 22. I'm not really sure about buying that game though. To be announced. See which games that seems interesting. Cyberpunk. Wow. Cyberpunk still hasn't been released yet. Oh, Earth Defense Force 6. They don't. Oh, so they're gonna make a 6 game out of it. I'll probably like to play it then. Oh yeah, apparently there's gonna be a game about Jesus Christ. People saying, little people, like, kids shouldn't play games, they support violence. Just show them that game. The game itself is called I Am Jesus Christ. That's what the game is called. There's a game called Room Factory that's gonna come out. Wait, it's made by Marvelous? I probably want to play that. There's a Sherlock Holmes game that's gonna come out. Interesting. State of Decay 3 is gonna come out. Oh yeah. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe is gonna come out soon too. Wait, what? So far, these to be announced games is a bit iffy since seriously, this to be announced game, like most of them are already released, but it's just mostly like remakes for the PlayStation 5, Xbox. Jesus, game gonna be the game of the year. Yes, it definitely has to be the game of the year. Oh yeah, Horizon Forbidden West is gonna come out too in 2021 apparently, including Far Cry 6, a Hogwarts game, and a new Resident Evil game. There's also a Lord of the Ring game that's gonna come out too. Let's see. The one I'm most interested in is the Persona 5 and the Shin Megami Tensei. Definitely would like to try it out. No More Heroes 3 is gonna come out too. Far Cry 6. Not really interested in the Far Cry series so far. Don't know why, but it's just like nothing's just dragging me into it. When is the Horizon Forbidden West like gonna be somewhat announced? Okay, so it's gonna also be released for the PlayStation 4. Okay. Good. So I don't have to be panicking over it. So far, it's... The reason why I like the original Horizon Zero Dawns mostly has to do with the animals themselves. Not the character or nor the character progression, it's just the animals themselves made it so unique. Like just learning, adapting, and changing to it, it's just... The experience of it just like feels a lot more different. And just learning how to tame the animal, what's their weaknesses, what to do, how to interact. Like, that itself is just different. Oh, apparently, I believe the main character is called Owl? Apparently she been a bit more mature. Oh yeah. I was just looking at the gameplay and it showed like the outfit that she has when it comes to cutscenes. Just reminding me of Cyberpunk. Because in one of the ending, I was wearing some weird outfit. And it was actually showing that weird outfit. So it was just like showing like my character like talking about seriously. And just like speaking in some weird outfit. The funny part is like that part is supposed to be sad, but just you can't take it seriously if your character is just wearing some like random costume. It's almost like what's that game called? Dead Rising? Yeah, Dead Rising. Dead Rising when it comes to like those like weird like costumes, like that Lego head dude. Like some like you're supposed to be staring at horror as like someone's dying. And next thing it just zooms up on the face of what is supposed to be like face of horror, but it turns out to be a Lego face being so happy. It's like, aha! Basically. Yeah. Speaking of which, I want one more Mota. Since I am half human after all, I can survive if I don't drink it. didn't really think about gonna come out. That's gonna be decent. Wait, shoot, what is it? Wait, going to... Man, I just realized how many like MC when it comes to light novels looks really cliche. And toy box something. Gamer. Okay, I can't read any of these. Yep, can't read it. Yep, can't read. I don't know. Ni no Nihongo. I'm curious though. What is the planned year? Unless there's gonna be some like rare taking it. I'll take. Yeah, there's still none. Yep. Find. Nope. Oh, World and Syndrome actually has their own Twitter account. Oh, the recent one is June. Last year. I see. Well, the game has been out for quite a while. EN-wise is not that much. Also, funny enough, if you actually look around Twitter, why the heck is there so many like dream things going on that's been trending? That was made by Artwork. The heck is this? Question mark. Secret? I can't read any of this. Why couldn't I? That sucks. Guess they don't have the release date yet. Hopefully it'll probably come out within like this year summer. Ooh. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably have to wait for another year. Since I'm like just no, yes, ma'am. No, I don't think we have to wait for about a year. It mostly depends on the successfulness of the American version of it. If it's really successful, then it would probably most likely I don't know anymore. Because it mostly takes a while for the translation to happen, and so it won't really be like as quick compared to like other games. But the EN version is really successful most of the time, and the Japanese version of the game will get translated really quickly. But then, kind of sad that you have to wait for translation to play the game if you don't learn Japanese. And that's probably one of the reasons why I want to learn Japanese, just so I can just read like light novels from this like raw instead of waiting for translations, and also playing games with it, so I can easily just get into it instead of waiting for translations. Seriously, if there's like a good game that hasn't been translated yet, I'll gladly would like to learn the language just to get like just so I can play it and for the story. But then my voice. I don't know. I don't want to see us. Any memories? Gotta be good or bad. So awesome. Maybe I should end it here now. Wow. I wonder when they're gonna release the night fight event. Is it exactly the 5th, or is it like a bit after the 5th, or is it right now? Hold on, let me check. Fallout 76. I still remember where it was a big old deal. How could this game be so terrible? Now we need to have Cyberpunk to complain about. Do I have to update this? Well, for Apex Legends, best game you suck at. Seriously. Equip a fully kitted weapon. Fucking dude. I forgot the reason why I got so hooked. Oh, never mind. I just remember the reason why I got hooked into Apex Legends. I actually started playing Apex Legends on the PlayStation 4. I probably already said it before. How many times have I said that? But I couldn't play the Apex Legends on the computer since it was so crappy. But once I actually, so I played on a PlayStation 4. I actually managed to get like a champion, and after that, it just fueled my motive to you just learn English by watching YouTube videos. That's actually quite impressive. But it's almost like the same as me learning some Japanese from watching anime. So it's not good, but it's crappy, but it's more than a But what the heck? Oh, it's the same. Oh. The waifus in this game looks nice, but it's too lewd to play it. Not bad, but it's a matching game too. One of the pictures a bit iffy, it's just whoa. But anyways, the reason why I got into it is that I got champion, and that got me motivated to keep on getting more. Funny enough, the first, the gun I was using to actually get the champion was actually a triple take. I took down one of the enemies, and the other team took down the other one, and next thing it was the final enemy. I was shooting him down with a triple take for some reason, instead of the other gun I have, which is probably better. But I was shooting him down. I got him almost to like a hit or two left. I broke his shield, which is gonna make it easy for the rest. So it was a 2v1, well, it was a 3v1, he took me down. My other teammate ran by and started shooting him, and we just won. Easy. Well, yeah, that's the reason why I got into it. Played a bit more on the PlayStation 4. Got a bit more into it, probably around like 20 hours, I guess. Then later I got this PC I have now. And then I just started I just started playing the PC, and then I just got better and better and better, better and better, and butter and butter. No. Still wish I could be better though. I wonder what I can learn now in order to become better. Probably implement more movements. Or probably improve on my aim. I'm actually curious how much difference of like a pro and my skill. Like, I want to see the gap. That dedication. Yep. Well, I guess I'll just end it here now. Hope you enjoyed the whole entire chatting stream, since majority of the time just me looking at stories non-stop left and right. Hey, do you know about this story? Hey, do you know I wrote this story? Hey. Sorry about that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And hope you have the rest of a good day, night, afternoon, or whatever. I'm not really sure. Anyways. And I'll probably just finish up this on. I'll probably finish this. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to finish this up if I actually fill the channel, like fill it and have the channel. I probably need to quickly make a quick drawing board for this. I know where to go for this, but anyways, thanks for watching. And if you don't hear from me for tomorrow, I probably died from playing elsewhere because of nostalgia and PTSD. Oh yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day. Already said that. But as always, see ya. Oh yeah, see you tomorrow for Apex. Maz and be care.